Hello subscribers and non-subscribers, and welcome back to Let's Play Europa Universalis 4 Make America British Again. Do we have a... Pretty sure we had a coalition against us, right? Yeah, but it's just Iraq and Ethiopia right now. So that's fine with me. Your independence is guaranteed by Ethiopia. You are friends with Malawi, which I'm fine with. I can live with that. Wow, you really don't trust me. Oh, that's actually kind of funny. Malawi would not trust Great Britain to die properly. That is actually somewhat funny. I did not realize that the game actually had stuff it would tell you here when you hover over this. I'm going to have to remember that for a future. That is actually kind of funny. Mozambique. Your independence is guaranteed by South Africa, and you're allied with Comoros, which is one of these islands out here somewhere. There it is, that one. I think we're going to go to war with South Africa. Because why the hell not? This is probably the simplest way to describe that. Yeah, I think after we roughly secure Africa, Italy will get to keep this shit here because they're a part of the EU, and I don't feel like fighting the EU. I think then we'll probably be jumping across the Atlantic to invade South America and work our way up north to finally declaring war on the US. I think that's roughly how this is all going to go. But first things first, we need to secure Africa. So, let's go ahead and move troops into position. Portugal is a part of the EU. Could they decide to try and stab me in the back? Yes. Would I be surprised if they did? No. Let's just go ahead and get all of our army leaders down here. So that, you know, we actually have skilled people in charge. I'm pretty sure I took your leader away, but you get him back, because I don't actually need him, apparently. Okay, South Africa. Our truce is over. My war goal? Imperialism. I think I might give Nambia and Kasenji back their cores, because why the fuck not? It should be fairly cheap. Malawi will get called in. Does Malawi have any other allies? Another island out here. So no, we won't bother with making Mozambique a co-belligerent. There's no reason. At the very least, I don't recall us being warned about going to war with anybody, so sure, there's a coalition against us, but coalitions themselves mean literally nothing. As long as you stay away from them, at least. You know what? I am going to bring you guys down here as well. Help us speed this along. You guys are set to siege, but you are going to get into fights. Potentially, at least. Kasenji, where the hell are you doing? I don't know where you were sending your troops. I have literally no idea. There we go. Go and take that other fort. Because they got two forts right next to one another, which is gonna make things kind of annoying. Where the hell are you even going? A curiosity. You're going here. But I don't know if that's where you're stopping, or if that's just on your way to wherever you're going. Okay, that's where you're stopping. Okay, we'll go and deal with you there then, I guess. South Africa has occupied there now. I don't know why they went here. Are they gonna give it? No? Mozambique doesn't have that. I don't know why the fuck they specifically went there, completely bypassing some of my other territory that they could have occupied first, but they decided not to, because for some reason they've decided they wanted to occupy that first. I mean, I don't know why I'm expecting logic from the EU for AI, but still, that's very weird. How far are we from this? Oh, a good ways out. Let's construct a nuclear weapon. Go to Kinga. Okay, march on Hee. There we go. One of our armies will catch up. That'll give the second army time to get involved, hopefully. Go deal with them if you don't mind. Oh, they got lots of troops down there, so let's not go and get involved down there. There we go. You guys turn around and march down there. Okay, apparently I can't tell you to return cores. Do I need to actually occupy those cores? Tell you to return cores. I guess, or I'm not allowed to do that with a imperialism casus belli. One of the two, I'm actually not quite sure. They're bringing lots of fucking shit over here. Like, that's a lot of troops. So the utmost, whatever, it's fine. You go march there. These guys seem confused as to where they want to go. They wanted to back their friends up, then they realized that wasn't going to work, so they tried to apparently, I guess, charge at us, thinking that we'd basically walk right past one another. Unlucky for them, it was far too late. Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking. Of course, I am assuming that the AI was thinking. Oh, Kuwait is over here, apparently. Yeah, I'm assuming imperialism casus bellis don't allow you to do the whole return course thing. So we'll just take their stuff, I guess. It's fine with me. It does allow you to release nations, which is a little bit weird to me, honestly. That you can release nations, but apparently you can't use it to return cores because, you know, reasons, I guess. Okay, Zimbabwe and Botswana are apparently overlapping on a lot of territory. By that I mean Botswana has about half of its territory being Zimbabwe. In theory, that does mean you could release both. No, we'll just take their shit. It's easier. I'll take your coastline. God, you got a lot of stuff, dude. Seriously. What the hell is this stuff all about? God, it's expensive. I mean, that's not a whole lot that I'm taking off of you. Looks like we got some bad wine or whatever. You go over there, back them up. Damn it. Tried to get in there to back them up, but it wasn't quite fast enough. Damn it. And they got reinforcements before I could. You go over there and back them up. Where are you running to? Okay, just on the border, that's fine. It's not too far away. I'm not sure if it's technically costing more right now, as far as the game is concerned, to try and take that stuff as a result of the fact that I don't occupy some of the stuff over here, so it's being considered more expensive to take. I think I'll figure that out, of course, once I'm able to go back and retake it. March these two together. Ethiopia wants military access. Who the hell are you at war with? Nobody. Why the fuck do you want military access through me? There's literally no reason for me to give it to you either. Oh, you're gonna make me do that, okay. Construct more nukes. Malawi is here, which is kind of annoying, but that's about it. Good news. We got some centralization stuff. Oh, military leader left us. Did he die in battle or did he just die of old age? because that kind of affects stuff. Change of plans. You guys go down there. Go liberate our ally. Or our vassal, rather. Somebody got a trait. Don't know who or for what. Pretty sure it was called Hard Earned, but I don't see anybody with a trait called Hard Earned, so clearly must have read it wrong. Oh shit, that's a lot of stuff there. I didn't realize that. And that's why you pay attention to where you're telling your troops to go, guys. Because I apparently just told 38,000 people to march into an army of 20 some odd K South African troops, who the South Africans have typically done pretty well against us in one-on-one battles, though it looks like we will be fine this time around because half their army ended up going elsewhere. Follow after them. Yeah, you can take that stuff, Malaway. I really don't give a shit. There we go. Retake the capital of our ally, our vassal. Okay, we're not gonna get there in time, so march to... Well, wait here. Let those guys get locked in. There we go. Now march on... Namib. Good, you managed to catch those guys. Actually, you know what? No, you march there. You're gonna march on Cape. You're gonna march there. You should be able to basically just walk into Swellendam. Did you manage to get them? No, they got away. Those bastards. March there, screw it. Yeah, no, I'm not able to take any more stuff, so it's definitely a case of their stuff is just really fucking expensive. South Africa wants peace, but they're not giving me what I want, so they're not getting peace. That might come as a surprise to you, South Africa, but that's the way this tends to work. So, if you want peace, give me what I want. The sooner you do it, the sooner you get peace. Which is also good for me, because then I can start getting my manpower back. spent a little bit more manpower than I was really hoping for, to be honest. Oh, imperialism on Sri Lanka. Did they manage to gain their independence or something? I'm guessing. They don't hate us, so they must have just gained their independence. Didn't realize there was a rebellion in India. Thanks for, I guess, not telling me about that game, because that's something that could have been interesting to have been informed about. And somehow something has happened that's going to result in this giving me even more overextension than what it was going to give me before. Somehow. Oh yes, I still have a claim on Mombasa, but I haven't gone to war with Kenya to take it because of the whole, independence guaranteed by Ethiopia. Actually, wait, let's see. Each army is what, 54k? Yeah, so I need decent sized provinces. And then people back up here, because I took some people away from up here. Increase local autonomy. That way they're a little less likely to have any rebellions. While I course stuff, we'll do University in La Mancha, because why not? UAE, you still like me, that's great. Spend some of our favors to improve how much you like me. Same with you, Syria. So, do you guys have any other wars of independence going? I'm not going to back you anymore, though, because screw you. Anytime I backed you guys, you failed miserably. Denmark is occupying Ireland. The Netherlands is occupying Denmark. Denmark is also apparently occupying Iceland. Didn't realize that. You're really gonna fucking do that to me, game? Oh god, that is so fucking annoying. So this army's gonna be stuck here, suffering attrition because it's an underdeveloped province. Now considering this isn't a particularly important army, I could just as easily go and scrap it. And I will probably do that. Because I'm not leaving a fucking army here. In the middle of Namibia, in territory surrounded by South Africa, where it will never be useful until I go to war with South Africa again in, like 10 years or something? A little less than that, but nonetheless. Or, excuse me, a little bit more than that, rather. So, yeah, this army is just going to have to get scrapped. And I lost the manpower, I think, as well. A minor inconvenience. A minor inconvenience. I could annex you. Yeah, fuck it. Let's go and annex Kasenji. Let's construct a nuke. How about you go and train your troops, huh? Maybe you'll get lucky and you'll get better at doing what you're doing. What are armies supposed to look like exactly? Okay, I think you are going to need a little bit more infantry. And the Maldives have declared war on Sri Lanka, which I find somewhat funny that a island nation, well, I guess an archipelago nation rather, is declaring war on a 2-province minor. So you got a 1-province minor versus a 2-province minor. Could the Maldives win? Well, they've been around. Sri Lanka hasn't. So, yeah. Sri Lanka might be a little bit better off on this. Canada is constructing nukes. There we go, cored a bunch of stuff. I don't have to build anything there, and apparently one of these has oil. Yep. There's a little bit of oil over here, apparently. Thanks for the oil. South Africa. It's always useful. Oh, and I think you had uranium. Yep, you have uranium. Which is apparently useful, actually. Because apparently it gives a bonus to local production efficiency. I'm not quite sure how that happens, but sure game, apparently uranium gives local production efficiency bonus. Again, I don't know how. It doesn't make any sense to me personally, but apparently it does. So we'll just live with that. Even though it makes no sense to me. And that'll be the end of this part in just a little bit. Wait for this army to finish and then I'll move it to wherever. Sure. We've got decent Republican tradition gain, so we'll be fine. Admittedly, I could have lost the stability and not even really notice, but I'd rather not lose it, to be honest. Well, the US says invading Portugal. I assume because the US is supposed to be helping Denmark, I think. It's not going to end with Denmark gaining their independence, though. Let's actually check that to make sure. That is the case, right? Yeah, the US is supporting Denmark in the Second Danish War of Independence. Once this army gets down there and I tell them to start drilling, that'll be the end of this part. I think we did a good job of hurting South Africa's military. Of course, they have time to rebuild, so... Well, that's not quite true, actually. I could declare war on them right now, if I really wanted to. It would basically destroy my stability and give me some war exhaustion at the start, but technically speaking, if I really wanted to, I could declare war on South Africa, basically back to back. And there's really nothing they can do to stop me. It does give me some aggressive expansion, though I think that might... Yeah, I think you already gained some. We might gain a little bit more as a result of the fact that, you know, we're declaring war when there's still a truce in effect, but whatever. I could technically do it. I won't. Let's just make sure that people like me. So let's send a diplomat to Syria to improve their relations with me, because apparently they're not exactly happy with me. The UAE is still pretty happy with me. We are allied with Turkey, who is pretty happy with us. Syria. Might actually want to send you a gift. Let's do that now, otherwise I'd probably forget to do it next part. Okay, Syria, here's a gift for you. Lots of money, because I got nothing to do with it. I don't know if you have lots of money. You might not. But either way, here's lots of money. Love me. And because you're a little upset with me, Turkey, how much money would it cost to get you a nice little 25 opinion with you, huh? A lot more than Syria, but that's kind of expected. You're larger than Syria. Would have been surprised if it cost the same amount. It's still not a whole lot of money, though. I mean, that's... Okay, that's... I thought I was making a lot more than I was, but that's still not really a whole lot, to be completely honest with you. Because that's 722 a month we're making. But there we go. See, Turkey, you love me. Well, not quite. You're still not as happy with me as you could be, but it'll improve. Okay, so that'll be it for this part. I'll see you on the next part where we will, I don't know, do something. Maybe declare war on Mozambique, because that still technically draws us into a war with South Africa without declaring war on South Africa. So we're not breaking a truce with South Africa, because that's the way the game works. Well, actually, let's check that to make sure. I'm pretty sure that doesn't technically count as breaking a truce, because we're not declaring war on somebody we have a truce with. Yeah. South Africa could choose to not get involved. They will, because it's the AI, and the AI almost always gets involved unless it really doesn't want to get involved because, you know, it's fighting a bunch of wars already or whatever. So yes, this will be it for this part. I will see you all in the next one. Do want to go ahead and give you all a quick reminder that I do have a Patreon. Link to that down in the description if you wish to become one. If you do become one, at really any tier, but it has to be at least the $1 a month tier, which is why it's basically any tier. If you become a Patreon, you get early access to all my videos, and honestly, Patreon or PayPal donations, things like that, are literally the only way that I make any money from doing YouTube. And it's, even then, it would never really completely pay for doing YouTube as it stands right now, but it would help to cover some of the costs of doing this. So, if you enjoy the content on the channel, feel free to become one. It's appreciated if you do, because it helps. It really does. But also a link down there to my Discord if you wish to join. That's typically where I will post anything that has to do with the channel. Sometimes I might post it onto Twitter and Google Plus as well, but sometimes I'm just not in the mood to go ahead and repost shit over there as well. So it'll definitely get posted on the Discord if there's anything that happens with the channel. Other places, it might not happen. So that'll be it for this part. I will see you all in the next one. But until then, a goodbye and farewell.